Hi, we're live, and welcome to the Medium channel where we bring you the spirituality behind the message to help you awaken. And this evening, we don't have to talk about anything going on in the world, any of the politics, any of that stuff. All we need to do is focus on mediumship and connecting with those on the other side. So thank you everybody for being here. And as usual, I will give maybe about 5 minutes or so for the live people to come in. Sometimes the notifications are a little bit delayed for people that do it that way. But thank you for everybody that's here already. Teresa and Amy and Pat and Kim and Stephanie and Janae and Jennifer and everybody that I missed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And happy spring. And happy spring equinox. So let us, I'll start off by just maybe. Well, how should I start off? Well, we're going to start the readings in just a couple of minutes. So I should probably actually want to wait a minute or two even before doing the description. So let me just say what's coming up. April the 7th. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to do a smaller mediumship gallery on Zoom. And when this goes to a video, I'll leave some links and stuff like that. But we're going to do more of an intimate group. Today, it's going to be really trying to get more quick messages out there for you guys. And tomorrow, Sharita Starr is going to share with us some insights about spring 2022. She's a numerologist and astrologer, and she comes on a lot of our live streams. So that's coming up. And basically, for you guys that were here a few hours ago at 11 for tarot time, well, let's see. I cleaned my whole living space between then and now. And so that's what I've been up to all day. So I've been cleaning all day, and now I'm ready to work again. I'm ready to do some mediumships. That's how I spend my day off. Basically, do tarot time, clean my house, do some mediumship here on the channel, and that's basically it. So let me go over a couple of the ground rules. Firstly, for anybody who's here and watching this as a video rather than live, I'm going to timestamp in the comments, in the pinned comment, when we're actually starting the readings. Believe it or not, you may get a message even though you're not here live. That's been known to happen. So if you are watching this as a video and you want to just check out how mediumship works in this very interesting and sometimes complicated format, you stick around and see how things go. And again, you might get a message. So basically, a couple of things. One, I can't control who comes through. And a lot of times people come in and they keep messaging, on the live chat, like, can you get a message from my mother? Can you get a message from this person? I just can't do that. For one thing, it's up to spirit. And the second thing, it's not fair to do it that way also. So please, I'll probably remind you guys in the middle also, but please, if you can refrain from doing that would help me a lot. So that's number one. Ground rule number two, anybody that died can come through. They could have passed yesterday, they could have passed 50 years ago. They could be pets, they could be in-laws, they could be your ex's, your ex's family, it could be your neighbors. So in order to receive messages, you really just have to be open, and you can have your intentions, but expectations can sometimes interfere with the process. So if you're expecting one or two people to come and you're just locked in on those people, you might miss a whole amazing message. Like you may be hoping that your mom comes in and your Uncle Joe that you never met, or maybe met once or twice when you were a kid, comes through. And you might forget that. And that might be the person that's the best suited to give you the best message from the other side at this time. So it's good just to be open to everybody. Like I said, in this format, we'll try to keep the messages quick so we can get to more people. But that's basically how readings work. And usually when people are open and they're gracious on who comes through, I'd say 9 out of 10 times, at least one, if not everybody that they hope comes through also. Now, anybody that died can come through. I just explained that. I'm being repetitive. So keep that in mind. And um and it's evidential, like the idea is we want to validate the continuity of life and through mediumship by being able to provide evidence and proof, things that I could not possibly know that they bring through me as the medium. And the idea is yeah, again, to be open to information. So like for example, I do get names, initials, dates, appearances, all those kind of identifiers, but I get information. I will not always know what it means. So I may get the name Richard, and it could be that Richard's not the person coming through. It could be somebody in the living who's important, or somebody that they're with. So you have to be a little bit open that way. The way I do this here, and we're not that many people yet, but it's probably going to get a little busier as we go on. But um, what I like to do is just pick up on the spirit, just talk for a few moments, get some identifiers, and then see if anybody can take this. Now, if you're not registered to YouTube, then you cannot use the live chat. So do that. You don't have to be a subscriber to the Medium channel, but you do have to be registered to YouTube. And by doing that, they actually give you a channel. You don't need to do videos or anything. And if you're already registered to Google, then it takes about 2 to 3 minutes. If you're not, it might take 5 to 10 minutes. Um, and sometimes I'll get things and nobody takes it, and that's fine. And the reason I'm mentioning that is that more than once I've gotten something, nobody takes, they get more information, just crickets. Then the next day somebody texts me, says, yeah, yeah, that was my relative coming through, but I could not use the live chat to let you know because they were not registered to YouTube. So anyways, let that not happen to you. uh, so that's one thing. Now again, anybody can come through. And what else do I need to say? Yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't know. Like I said, I've just been cleaning. I spent maybe the last 10 minutes just trying to settle my energy and get ready for this. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a little contest later and give away a couple of free readings, 15-minute readings actually. And usually I do more than that, but my schedule is pretty tight, as of late. So it might be hard to fit people in. So anyway, I'll probably do a couple readings, then go into after that into doing the contest, basically guessing numbers, and then go back into the readings. I don't know why I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. Anyway, if you didn't see Tarot Time this morning, it's on the channel. My latest upload was about star seeds. So, if you feel that you may be from somewhere else, I have the 11 signs that you may be a star seed. So if you want to check out some videos after that, please do. And so I'm just going to just see what you guys are saying for a second and get right in there. Okay. Thank you, Denise, for that. I will say I do not require any information from you guys. It's my job to give you information, not the other way around, and Spirit will provide that. And again, for people that are, we're up to 42 now, so new people have come in. So people that just came in, couple things. One, anybody that passed on can come through, so be open. Two, please, if you can not continuously message me, because people do that. I'm not saying you, but people have been known to do that. Ask me what my mother has to say, what my father has to say. It just can't work that way. I just have to be open to spirit, get the energies, and I ask them to bring the ones that people really need to hear at this time. And maybe for people that may have a little bit of a hard time paying for a full reading, it'd be nice to be able to get some free information for them. So I do set those intentions, just to let you guys know. And very good. So thank you, everybody that's coming in. Clean out. Are you able to clean out clogged arteries? Maybe. I don't. Maybe you're responding to somebody else. All right. Let's get started. I'm obviously in a little bit of a goofy mood tonight. Well, spring, of course I am. It was 70 degrees the other day. It's about 45 out now, but anyway. All right, I'll say a little prayer and we'll try to get into this. So, dear Mother, Father, God, we thank you for your presence this evening and ask that we are firstly safe and protected during this crazy time. And thank you for all of our blessings, all of our gifts. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for bringing this amazing group of people here today, both on this side and the other side. And that we ask that you assist us in doing this work to bring our loved ones from spirit through and to validate the continuity of life. And amen, namaste, shalom. What was I going to say? Your thoughts come in my mind, they come out of my mind just as quickly. Um, I guess I'll just get into the readings. I was going to say something that I just thought of when I was doing the prayer. Now that I'm done, it's gone. Okay, so let me just take a moment. I want to see who's here. Okay, just how far. Just bear with me a second. Okay, so somebody just popped in. This is a female energy. Um, I do get the name Pat, Patrick, Patricia, P name being important. I do believe where I'm going, there's an important reference to February that could be a birthday or an anniversary. I want to say the third, but I may be just slightly off on that, but I feel like it's something around 30. I'm just hearing mother. So I feel like there's a mother figure coming through. Now, mother to me could be a grandmother that raised you, a mother in law, or a stepmom, just to let you know. But I do feel like this would be somebody you knew as a child that raised you, probably your biological mom. And I feel like where I'm going, you've been doing a lot of cleaning lately. Like I just feel like there's been a lot of heavy lifting, kind of cleaning under things. And the name Doris or Dorothy or a D name like that just popped in, and I feel like there's also a name like Frank, Francis, Francesco. Now I may be a little bit cross referenced, but I feel like the woman really wants to be here. Now I'm getting the image of her dressed in more like 50s kind of clothes. So if this is a mom, I'm probably connecting to somebody that's more in their middle years in the living, because I feel like she would have been alive and grown up in the 50s, I want to say. And I feel like there's something around like a pulmonary embolism, I want to say, or something that would have affected the breathing, but I don't think it was a gradual thing. I think it came on rather quickly. So let me check my chat, just see if anybody's recognizing this so far. I'm seeing a lot of hellos. Oh, wait, let me go down the chat a little bit. Denise never gave any reading as it will compromise integrity of the reading. My mother passed on February 3rd, and today's her birthday, and her middle name is Patricia. So I think I found, and you're Patsy. So I feel so that's it, because she showed me February 3rd. So I feel like your mom is here, and I feel like she's almost like giddy that I'm picking up on her. I think that I'm with somebody that can get really kind of excited about things, I want to say. And what else? And I feel like, I don't know if your dad passed too, but I feel like there's a father figure on the other side. Now I still feel like there's a D name connection. Obviously your mom's not Doris or Dorothy. Can you want to mention that Patsy? But um so she was my younger sister, mom, Emily. And I feel very much like I'm with Patsy. I don't know if you could also take a younger male in the spirit world. I don't know if that would be younger than you, or somebody that passed on the younger side that would be with your mom. But I feel like, yes, my dad passed. My sister's Doreen. What did I say? Dorothy. We can take that. So hi to Doreen from your mom. Hi to you, I want to say. And um and Jennifer, listen, yeah, well, but now I'm remembering what I was going to say before. Sometimes when I'm with one person, other people may be coming in and giving you messages while I'm giving somebody a message. So any part that you can take it. But my husband passed away early and is with him. That would be the younger male. Thank you. I don't know if he had a sense of humor, but I feel funny. Oh, okay. He wants to be here. And I get the image. I don't know if I'm describing him all. I get the image of a, well, obviously a male figure, shorter hair. I want to say maybe lightish brown, short hair, kind of broadish. I mean, I'm 5'6", so pretty much any man's taller or larger than me. But yeah, maybe not huge, large, but I feel like maybe about 5'10" or so, or 5'11". I could be a little bit off on that, but I definitely feel a good sense of humor. I get the image of somebody fishing also. So there may be, connection to your husband or his family to fishing. And I feel like there's been a lot of cleaning. So if you understand that, it's just their way of saying that they're with you and they see that. And that you've either been, I don't know if you like to sing or you talk to them, I want to say, but they're hearing you, I want to say also. And there's something about good luck. And I don't know if there's some kind of a test coming up for you or something that you have to pass, something around work or an interview or something like that. But I feel like they wish you good luck, that they'll be helping. And I'm also getting my image for peaceful passing. I really feel like your husband is here. I'm going to check to see if that describes him. He would say 5'11" and a half. All right, all right. So basically, I'm a little off on the height, but I'm describing him perfect. So yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to, wish you good fortune, or if not, you somebody very close in the family. There's a dog that comes in also. I think a couple of dogs. The one I'm seeing has white, but has a little bit of darkness around the face and around the edges, I want to say. I feel like that's dogs with your husband, I want to say also. And I don't know if I'm switching, but the word or Cleveland popped up in my mind. Whether that's the city of Cleveland or Cleveland Street or what that means, I'm not sure. But if you can take that, Patsy, I may be starting to move into somebody else's energy. And the funny thing is, I'm getting the image of a jellyfish in my mind and feeling a connection to Florida. And I'm feeling fishing around there. So I don't know if this is making sense, but in any event, I'm going to leave that with you with a lot of love and light. And somebody else just kind of checked in. I want to say, oh, okay. I don't know if this is the same connection. Maybe this. I'm still with Patsy. I don't know. Somebody with me passed of either a I want to say a brain aneurysm or a stroke on the left side of the head. I want to say. I feel like this is connected to a male figure. Again, if this is your husband, again, I feel like he's big, kind of big and broadish. I want to say nice man, strong body. I want to say about starting a jellyfish tank today. That's why he showed me a jellyfish, just to let you know that he was there in the conversation. So I know that I'm with you. Anything that's not making sense right now, just write it down, because that's some pretty solid evidence there. And yeah, again, I feel like your mom steps in, your dad is there. I feel like your mom saying that your dad's sleeping and snoring. So I don't know if that's a little joke in the family, but I feel like your husband really wanted to just let you know that he has your back. And again, I don't know what this means, but I feel like there's something about passing some kind of a test. It could be an interview, and I feel like it's coming up in the next week or two. If I'm mistaken, it may go to a very close family member. So just put that out there. And I feel like your mom's cooking, by the way, also. So, anyways, so I may be popping into your energy, Teresa, with the brain aneurysm, but I want to get more information about that. I really feel like that's still Patsy. I really feel like that's still in Patsy's energy. Somebody, if it's not your husband, keep open to that. Okay, if that's not your husband, there's somebody that's that had something in the brain. It feels like an aneurysm to me on the left side. I don't know, but if not, I may be switching if that's not making any sense at this time to you. So moving right along. So I'm going to go back to this dog reference, but I think this is kind of a different dog. I'm just seeing, and yeah, Teresa, keep listening. If your brother passed from a brain aneurysm, keep listening. Could be, but I don't think so, unless the what happened in the brain just happened really quickly, and he went downhill quickly. I think that this feels like somebody else to me though. Had an aneurysm, but I wrote the name Barbara down when I was meditating. Okay, so let me check in with Laura for a second. This may not be Barbara, but I wrote that. Well, I said Barbara or Betty, but around that there's a taller woman. I want to say with brown hair, often up or curled, and in the kitchen a lot. Um, Mother of 3 or 4. I wasn't sure, but I feel like the woman that comes in around that name, Barbara, Betty, had at least 3 children, maybe 4, I want to say. And Emma died from her brain aneurysm. Hi, Anna, my friend Barbara. And so I'm waiting to see if Laura picks up on that or not. She was tall, but not a mom. Okay, but she was tall. I think that that's with you, especially if she was tall and she had brown hair and kept it up a lot. Um, so I don't know if you're a mom, but I feel like I want to talk about a mother with 3 children, 3 or 4 children. But I think that's probably still with you and Sister Barbara. So Janae, listen, again, sometimes connections overlap. But let me see if I can work with Laura for a second. Um, and there's a male figure, a younger male on the other side also. Son, nephew. This is for Laura. Um, son, nephew. Grown up, a little bit larger man. I want to say. Um, anyway, one of my sons died. Okay, thank you. So I feel like I don't know. Is this the Laura I think it is? Is it the Professor Laura? If so, hi, welcome. I've been talking to you for ages. If that's you, he was 39 large. Okay. Yeah, that I wouldn't know, but I definitely feel like there's a larger man, that's here, that's with you. I just feel like he's giving you a big hug. I just feel like saying, yeah, that he's sorry because I don't think he took great care of himself. Not that that would have led to his passing and everything, but and I don't know if the name Dan comes in or Dave, but I feel like there's a D name that comes in with that also as well. And you're saying no, so you're a different Laura. Okay, it's funny because I used to do readings for Laura who had a son that passed, and when that came in for you, I thought you were the same person. So I'm glad that you're not because that means this is nothing, possibility that I'm remembering anything from some other reading years ago. So anyway, um, Dan is Barb. Okay, so Janae, you keep listening because I'm with you also as well. But that is him. You get. Oh, I did give you a reading before. Okay, okay. Well, whatever the case, I don't remember it. But your son is here. I feel like he's laughing at me or laughing at us, and um, I feel like also, I don't know if you're connecting down into Florida or down south, or if there's any prospect of buying property or traveling there. But for some reason, I feel like I'm bringing that up as well. Now, I also get the feeling to say you're very smart. The word laid back comes in, so that may be describing your son also as well. Um, and but I feel like the one that the taller woman, they're together. So I'm supposed to say that I feel like there's a smaller dog also. So and I feel like the dog was what had some whiter, lighter color. So I don't know if that makes sense. And I don't know if you would understand like dyeing hair like a reddish color. I don't know if you do color your hair or not. But I feel like he's showing me that. That would be your son is showing kind of like coloring hair, and I feel like there's a reddish color. If that makes sense, I feel like to say that I'm with you and trust your intuition. I feel like you're getting some visions that and stuff like that. Now, Barbara has a dog like that. Okay, so I'm gonna pop back into to Janae. And Sora said, "Yes, I am." And also Krista listened as well because you have a son named Dan. Sometimes that happens in these groups that I get one son and then other sons start to pop in to let you know that I'm there also. Your sister passed, had a dog. She had reddish hair. I color my hair. Thank you. Okay, so very good. So anybody, or I'll say this again for people, the benefit of the people that are came on after I said this. I cannot answer questions who's around you. I've got 60 people on the live stream right now, and the way that this works is that the spirits come to me. I can't go to you and get messages that way. So just be open and just ask them to come through, and we'll see what happens. But I think it's time to do our contest now, anyways. Um, and Krista just said yeah. You know what? No, it's not time yet. I have to say something to Janae because your people are here, um, and and Krista, maybe yours are if you just visited Florida. Cause I don't know if Laura took that. And Judy saying her brother's Dave, larger person, did not take care of himself. Okay. There's a lot of overlap. Some of it may be coincidence. Some of it may be what we call piggybacking and mediumship, that it's all about energy. So if other spirits can take similar energy, sometimes they're able to ride the current through it and get to me through another reading and stuff like that as well. Yay, love my people. So who's here for Janae? We've read for Janae before several times. I know her people. I'm going to ask them to bring somebody new. And I feel like your dad is here. I know that he passed on. I know he's Lyle. And I for some reason I get this image of like having this wagon, like you would carry luggage, and having two children, like pulling this wagon around. And I don't know if that means anything to you or not. But for some reason I'm being shown that, and I'm seeing this image, and I feel very beachy with that also. Like this would be a reference to going to the beach, to the shore, or maybe to Florida or somewhere like that. Um, and I feel like I'm hearing from your dad, like I was supposed to say that you're so cute. Like those are the words that are coming up in my mind. And that I think it's his way of saying how you can be like a little kid when we do these mediumship things, or when you get like these messages, like either from your son or from a reading or stuff like that as well. He's showing me an umbrella in the rain. That to me, that's my symbol of protection. He showed me the number 11, clear as day. I think November, or the 11th day of the month, is going to have an important meaning around you, around him, around the family, I want to say also. And I feel like he's saying something about like trying to get your business moving, or trying to get something moving in your business seems like taking a big test or something like that. So don't be surprised if you're working with somebody and you start to get the third degree, or they expect you to have this whole like written thing about your products, your services, or whatever it is, I want to say as well. And I feel like he's saying that you're doing the heavy lifting. So Janae's saying yes, OMG about something. I don't know what that is, but I like OMG. That means that we hit on something. So big hellos from your dad also, and everything. Loves the beach, and it's packed for Aruba trip. He's packed for Aruba trip in 9 months. Okay, well I like his spirit, anyways. Um, Maybe you can take your favorite medium along with you. Kidding. All right. I need to be on my toes now. I'm going to do the contest. I'm going to write the numbers down ahead of time, just so everybody knows I'm not playing favorites. So I'm going to ask for two. Yes, come. I would be happy to. Yes. So I've got two numbers between 1 and 25, and I'm the first two correct answers that I see for one number and then the other. So I need to be on my toes, because all of a sudden it's all going to come in at once. Okay, Pandora, number 8 is one of my numbers, so we already got 8. That is Pandora. I don't know your name. Okay, I need to go all the way back, see if anybody got the other one. There's 11. Pandora Keatlin Verdes, you're winner number 1. Wait. No, 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 not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm doing this very deliberately. So far, keep guessing. So far, I don't have number two. Judy, got it. 24 is this number two. So Judy, that's the first one I saw. So I believe that was the first 24 on the list. And I want to get the name of the other person. Go all the way back. Sorry that you're seeing my big. I don't know if you're seeing my big bald spot or not. You're seeing my big head, anyways. Okay. Jeez whiz. Here we go. Pandora. Keat. How do we pronounce that? Kitian Verdes. That sounds very green to me. So, Heatland, Pandora, and Judy. Judy, we know quite well around here. Our email to claim your prize is info@atombetweentheworlds.com, and I'll put that in the comments when this becomes a video. So in case you guys need to scramble around for a pen, I'll repeat that in a second. So thank you, everybody. And next mediumship's going to be around the 21st of June, sometime around the summer solstice. So congratulations to the winner. So again, the email is info@atombetweentheworlds.com. So that's a 15-minute reading. Sometimes people extend longer and pay the difference. Sometimes people just do the 15, but that's my gifts to you guys and my thank yous for you. So again, email is info@atombetweentheworlds.com. Okay, let's get back into it. All right. And I'm gonna need a lot more information than this, but I keep hearing the name Michael, and it's like, what do we have? Like 54 people. So that means about 30 of you could take the name Michael. So let's see where we're going with this. Let me just, you know what? I feel like there's another sun figure, and maybe I want to go back to the Dan, that name Dan. I forgot who that was for, and I'll get back to whoever Michael is. But let me just see. Now, the interesting thing is, as I connect with this energy, a couple of things. One, I get the image of cutting hair. So I think, and this is like a man getting their hair cut, because I'm seeing kind of short in a men's style. So I don't know if what that means, but I get the image of cutting hair. I think this is connected to Dan and Dan's mom. One of the things that I did, I was able to so ex-boyfriend Michael, if he's passed, and because I've been to you already, he may be trying to say hi. Interesting, Chris, that you popped 23 out there, because the number 23 came into my mind also, and I think that's somehow relating to that is me, Krista writes. Your son Dan. Okay, very good. So I don't know. It's interesting that the number 23 appears right below your name, but for some reason I feel like that might be a day of the month that's important, an age or something like that. I feel like the person that I'm with passed suddenly, and I don't know if there was a breathing issue that you're aware of. Sometimes I feel a breathing issue when there was an overdose of like opiates and that kind of a thing, because the lungs tend to shut down with that type of passing. And since her saying me and my best friend both cut hair, Krista's saying yes. So something's hitting about that. I don't know if it's the name or somebody getting the haircut or the breathing or the method of passing. But I feel like he's here, and I feel like he's around you a lot. I feel like you may even feel his energy or feel his hugs. And I feel like he shows himself as a little boy on your lap, I want to say. I feel like he's saying that that's me. And I don't know if he worked in some kind of a job where he carried this little suitcase, or if that's his dad or somebody in the living, but he's showing kind of like going to work and having that little suitcase, which would probably be more stylish in a generation before him. But no breathing issue. Okay, thanks for telling me that. I feel like somebody, yeah, and to me, I'm feeling the right side of my chest. I want to say, I feel like with your son, he carried a pizza case. Okay, okay. He's trying to show me that. Very good. I feel like somebody around him, and I think this is a male figure also, but because I'm feeling the right side of the chest, I don't know if you could take somebody that passed of lung cancer that's connected to you, I want to say. Now, the other thing is, I feel like I'm in the water, and I don't know if your son like to swim or dive or somebody drowned or something like that, but I feel like I'm in the water and I'm under the water for some reason. And I think that that means something. Um, but in any event, right side of head trauma, right side of head trauma. Okay, thank you. Yes, an uncle passed of lung cancer. Okay, it's interesting because I'm feeling my right eye. I don't think I even verbalized that, but okay. And again, I'm sorry for that. That's not a good thing. So I didn't mean to say yes in an inappropriate way, but I definitely feel like he's around. And again, I just feel like he just wants to let you know that I'm here, that I'm with you. And I feel like he's saying, it's a tough time. The spirits know that, but that I'm walking with you, and that I'm with you at this time. I want to say, and it feels like something about cleaning up. And I don't know if you've been in kind of a new diet. I want to say, and the other interesting thing is I just get this image of like this. It's almost like a crescent moon inside a dark moon. And I don't know if your son had like a or if you have a design like that on a curtain or on a poster or something like that, but it's an image of a light crescent moon inside of a darker moon. I don't know what that means, but I'm definitely being shown that, I want to say. um and let me see, what could that mean symbolically? I mean, it could be about around emotions, intuition or stuff like that. Um, but for some reason, that image comes up in my mind. Just keep mindful of that. In case that means something. Because I'm not sure, where that goes. To be quite honest. Uh, yes, I have that. Thank you. So again, yeah, they try to show me things that are specific, that are real, that I would have no way, of knowing. I want to say, oh, I'm also being shown an overhead light that has like one of those, like either three light bulb lights, like in a kitchen or bedroom. One of the light bulbs is out now, I want to say. Um, and sometimes it will blink, and that's when your son's around, I want to say also, or when the spirits are around. I want to say that as well. It's a picture of my healing space. Well, that's a good picture to have in a healing space. So he's that tells me, and as a medium, sometimes I feel like I'm part translator and part psychic. But based on your feedback, now I know what he's trying to say is that he's with you when you do your healings. And what a beautiful thing to have your spirits with you when you're actually doing the healings, I want to say. Um, and he messes with all the lights. Yes, yes, yes. um, all right. So in any event, this is very specific though, because I'm looking at a something that's overhead that has like a covering, and that there'd be two or three different light bulbs, but one being out. So if that's not happening, and in the next day or two, like one of those bulbs goes out, you will know that. So I'm moving right along here, and I want to get it some more connections in. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, okay. We have time. It's more of a matter of how much energy I have. Okay. So a name that sounds like Humphrey comes up in my mind. I don't know. Is that Irish? What's Humphrey? I mean, that's probably a last name. Sometimes I could be a little bit off on the name, but I have to say that name, that sound comes in. This must be Dog Day. I'm a cat person. Where are the cats? They're showing me dogs, but a dog that looks, I must say, like an Irish setter, or has that kind of face. Maybe not super big like that. Um, Okay, so what about Humphrey? Is that the spirit connection? Yes, the number 7 comes up around that. And I want to put the number 3 there. I don't know if that's the 3rd, the 13th, the 30th, but I want to put the number 3 in there. And there's other dogs also. So I think I'm going into a dog family. I do feel like with this energy, there's a female that comes through. I feel like, she was a shorter woman, I want to say, but she had kind of, again, it feels like either somebody like to curl their hair, but I feel like this is kind of a quieter, shyer person, depression, anxiety, when she was here in the living. I want to say the name Donna, I think, comes up with that. Donna. I do know there's either a birthday right around now or the person passed right around a birthday because they show me a birthday cake. And I do know that there's also a reference to exercising, but I think that would be, for the person of the living that does like walking or does like a treadmill or something like that with exercising. I'm not sure the relationship, but I want to say sister. So this could be a sister, the person that passed, like a sister, a, a best friend, a close cousin, or sister-in-law. All these could be sister to me. So Marge is saying Bogart. Marge saying my dog name was Humphrey Big R Bogart. Oh, Humphrey Bogart's your dog. Okay. So I think your dog is trying to say hi. He was a Springer setter. Okay, Springer setters, I'm assuming, are a little bit smaller than Irish setters, but have a similar face. I think your dog Humphrey is trying to get a message to you and to say hello. Cancer, and her sister named Menard just passed the same cancer. I'm going to get to you next, healing elements, but firstly, Marge is Springer setter. Humphrey is saying hi. Reddish color. Yeah, honestly, I would have said tannish brown, but reddish color, I could take that also. And yeah. So I think the color would be a little bit lighter than what I know of Irish setters. Seeing Irish setters that are black and very dark red, I want to say. Sorry, Marge. Blessings. No. Like I said, your loved ones can come through also while I'm working with one person. So yeah, especially if Marge doesn't take the name Donna, then that may be for you. But in any event, lots of love from your dog, I want to say. And I'm still seeing this lady, again, she's, not tall, maybe 5'2" to 5'4". Um, I'm getting the image of a big ring. I think I'm getting a few connections at once. Big ring that I wear in my left hand. All right, hold on a second. It's interesting. All of a sudden, I'm seeing this big white flower in my mind also. All right, I just have to go. And the name George is coming up around that also. I have a feeling I've got a little bit of a psychic free for all going on here. I want to see what your feedback. You're welcome, Mart. Yeah, I'm hearing your name, Mart. I feel like like there's somebody else. I feel like I feel like the sister figure. I think that goes back to healing elements. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, even though I probably should. Um, Mom was short like that and curled her hair. She bequeathed me a ring that I lost. That feels right to me, especially because I was with you already. So I feel like your mom and your son are here also. Now, getting back, because my mom was Donna, just got diagnosed with cancer, and her sister. Okay, so back to healing elements. I feel like I'm with you. I don't know if you have the name George connected to you. Obviously, not your mom's name, or if that goes back to Marge with her dog, but that comes up. I want to say, um, but I feel like the person that comes through I guess that would be your aunt then, right? I get the unless there's a mother figure also on the other side, but I get the impression of having more of a deeper voice, being a very grounded woman, I want to say. I feel like, I like to do things with my hands, little artsy things, not necessarily knitting or sewing, but I kind of feel like I'm doing things, kind of putting things together, or stuff like that as well. I think there's another Marge or Mary or an MAR name connected to healing elements. I do, her brother. Okay, my name is Shannon. Shanny people call me. And my brother was George. Oh, that's Teresa saying my brother's George. Well, you may be getting a quick hello from George. I want to say, for Teresa. Um, and that's what I'm doing as I watch you. Okay, putting my zone. Okay, thank you. So that's why she's showing me that. And the feeling that I get, which would be the obvious, is that she's helping your mom. Now, I feel like this is an early diagnosis, so I feel like your mom's going to be okay. Now, I cannot predict death or dying. Even if I could, I would not do that. But that's the feeling that I'm getting. So I don't know if you can validate that or not, but I feel like it's still early in the process. Now, I don't know if you could take a name like Eve or Evelyn or Yvette, but there's something with that sound I want to say, and I feel like this is going to be with Shani, more in Shani's energy. I want to say, so she's saying yes to something. My mother-in-law, but I love her the same as mom. Yes. Um, Evelyn Cook. Thank you. So that's a reference to Evelyn and oh my God, my grandma. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Um, she has passed. Okay. So I feel like they're all supporting your mother-in-law. Again, I hope so too, but that's the feeling that I get. I don't feel like she's sick right now. I'll put it that way. Hopefully I'm correct about that. At least the feeling that they're giving me is that they're going to be able to treat this. Now they also show me the number 16, so there may be a connection to the 16th day of a month that would help to validate the other information. But lots of love to Shani. Okay. Um, somebody with me died on either on a motorcycle or a bicycle. At first, I was thinking a bicycle. I want to say male figure. Um, for some reason, the name Joe, the name Charlie just popped up in my mind. I mean, these may not be the names of the people that passed. But I do know I have somebody that had that kind of a passing. I want to say as well that's with me. So let me just see. I feel like I'm with kind of a tough kind of a guy, but very gentle. I want to say. I want to put this on the level of a brother. I mean, on your level, whoever I'm supposed to be with. That'd be brother, cousin, friend. I want to put out the date 417 or the numbers 417. So April the 17th. When I get a specific date, that could be the 16th, 17th, or 18th. But I feel like that's going to be somehow connected to the energy that I'm with. I do know there's a military connection around this. I think I'm going back to the Michael connection because I'm hearing the name Michael. Now, military person that died on a bike motorcycle may not be the same person, but it would be the same family, I want to say, and it would be connected with that on a motorcycle accident. I may be with you, Sarah. I'm going to see if anybody else has a motorcycle accident or a bike accident also. Unfortunately, that's not that uncommon a way to cross over, and I wish that was not the case. But I don't know if any of the names resonated. So Laura Lynn saying dad in the military. So what we want is all everything to be able to line up. Basically, you have motorcycle accident, somebody in the military. The names I mentioned earlier I wasn't as confident with, but the name Michael, it's Joe and Charlie. I think these are all somehow connected to the same person, the same energy, and bad news. He told her the bad news. I'm not sure. You know what it was? I didn't see your initial comment, Lauren. That's what it was. Okay, Michael had a bad. Okay. Did he survive that? That could be just unless no, I forgot what your son's name is, but if your son's Michael and that's how he passed, he's still with me, obviously. But Lauren, her dad was in the military. He told her the bad news. Mom's good friend died in a motorcycle accident. All right. All right, I'm just looking at that. So where's 417 come up? Yeah, it could be the 16th or the 18th. 417. That would be an important date. I feel like this connected to Lauren somehow. Died later of a stroke. All right. All right. But in any event, lots of love from your friend and everything like that. And again, if that makes any sense, let me know. So that's back to Laura. That's your mother's birthday. Okay. Well, you're definitely the big winner tonight. So hi from Michael also, and as well as your son, as well as whoever else came through. And I think the idea is that you just needed the reassurance that you're not alone tonight, maybe more than the other people that are on. Because I feel like they're really zeroing in on you at this time. I want to say, and if your mom's in the spirit world, that would be her ways of saying that she's with you also as well. And I feel like say that you still celebrate their birthdays, you still honor that, and you still treat the people on the other side like they're in the living. And I don't know if you mentioned that your dad or somebody was in the military, but I get this real sense of a lot of military people, I want to say. And it just seems like there's somebody on the other side that rejoined a lot of their military friends, I want to say. Now, again, that motorcycle thing, I'm not as warm on the name Joe. That could be a J name that's common, but the name Charlie, I'm really hot on with that connection. So, again, if somebody else has that and didn't speak up about that, definitely let me know. Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you also. Yes, thank you. All right. So let's see if I can get one more in while I still have a little bit of energy in me. Yeah, I definitely starting to feel the burn. All right, so I'm going into June. I feel like I'm going in early in the month, maybe around the third. I feel like that there's a mother figure that's with me. I feel like there's a lady who's with me right now. This could be a close grandma also, but I know where I live. It's a smaller house, and I have a fenced-in yard. It's not terribly big. I do hang clothes from that yard. I want to say, and there's a small structure in the yard. It may be like a shed or that. So it's kind of a smaller house, but it's home. I want to say the name like Sharon comes up with that. Cheryl, Sharon. Again, names could be who I'm with, you know, who's in the living or who I am. Now, also, I'm hearing the word marriage in my mind. So there may be either the person's an in-law to you, but I think it's more like I want to say what was I going to say? Oh my goodness. I feel like there's a mother figure here, and so what else can she show me at this time? Marriage. Okay. Can I feel like she likes to be out in the garden, likes to be out around nature, likes to sit outside. Um, I get the feeling of living part of my life alone. So my feelings, my husband passed quite a few years before me, I want to say. And I feel like that husband was either in the Navy or in the military, connected to water, connected to boats, or something like that. And I feel I feel like you say, I have a big mouth. I don't think she was a loud person in the living, but she's a strong presence, I want to say. I feel like I was a little bit stubborn and had some arthritis issues like that in the body. But I dealt with it. I managed it, I want to say. And but on the other side, we're perfect. So we don't have these physical issues. So stop worrying if I'm okay or if I'm still in pain. Because I'm fine, and I've reunited with my husband. Okay, so who can take this? Anybody? Over right now, strong, stubborn. That might be you, Lauren, because within the army, okay, they've shown me. I don't know if he was actually in World War II, but they've shown me, the like the large ships that would have been around in that area. But I could definitely take that if everything else lines up as well. Always folded laundry. Yep. Arthritis. Okay, this feels like you. And is this your mom? If I may ask. Okay. Jimmy was on the ship. Okay. All right, so he was in World War II. Thank you very much. So that lets me know that I'm with you, her, and mom's mother. So your grandmother, who's like a mom, is here, and she just feels like she's just good energy. I want to say, I feel like no, I feel like she held her grief inside for a good long time. I want to say now I'm getting the image of doing my nails and stuff like that. So maybe she liked stuff like that. But I feel like when people were over, she could always rise to the occasion and be happy and positive. And this is a very independent woman, I have to say. Now she does have friends, but I feel like I'm with a very independent person. And I feel like say that you're that way also. And I don't know if you're this is for Lauren or somebody in the living, but it feels for Lauren. But I don't know if you're breaking away from people in your life now or changing jobs or something like that. But I'm hearing the song "You Can Go Your Own Way" in my mind. I want to say, and I almost feel like it's your grandma's way of saying, if you're making some decision to kind of break away from somebody's energy or some work energy or something where the other person may be trying to hold on or it seems a little bit awkward or whatever. I feel like she's saying it's time. It's like it's time to really kind of, I don't want to say own your power because you probably do that already. By the way, I don't know if you have any connection with Quebec or that area. Montreal's in Quebec also, but for some reason that popped up in my mind as I was talking. So anyway, thanks so much. Crying tears of joy, very good. I was just listening to Fleetwood Mac. That could be the other reason why they popped that song in my mind. All right, thank you. That's why I like to put the information out there. Um, Sunny energy, lovely. Yes, you are most welcome. Let's see if we can do one more quick one. I feel like there's one more. All right, I just have to clear my mind. So the name Anthony popped up in my mind. Maybe Andy, but I feel like Anthony. It has that kind of Italian Anthony or Antonio or whatever it is feeling to it, I want to say. So I feel like I'm going with one of the Italian families right now. I feel like there's a Michael connected in that family also, I want to say. Um, and I feel like there's two brothers on the other side. They're both tall, but one's maybe tall like 6 foot, and the other more like 6'3" or 6'4", I want to say. I think they're on the other side. Sometimes I get the image of the living, but I do know if somebody's really into music that's with me, I want to say, because I feel like I'm always listening to music. I always have records on. I feel like I'm saying that I'm at peace. I feel like there was either a long bout of something, I think cancer, I want to say, and I feel like it went into the brain or the head, but I feel like I'm at peace now, so not to worry about me, I want to say as well. I feel like the person's birthday had passed recently. I don't know if it'd be the first birthday without that. For some reason, I'm seeing CNN in my mind. Maybe they're saying to not listen to CNN. I don't know, but for some reason, CNN, unless that's an initial. But so Teresa thinks that that's for her. Anthony Bobby. My birthday's March 14th. Okay. Oh, cool. So I could be looking at Dad's guitar. Is that? Um, Anthony Bobby. All right. Let me get a little more information. And Michael's father was Anthony. All right. So anyway, Michael's dad is with Michael. So let me get all the Michaels and Anthony's out now. Um, February 15th. I don't know if I mentioned the date or not with this connection. Um, all right. This sounds like this is another connection to you healing elements. So I don't remember what I said, but who's ever coming through, again, I don't know if there's two brothers on the other side and they're on the taller side. They're happy though. There's a fun feeling about these people, I want to say. All right, a couple things also that come up. They were brothers. Okay, I don't know why, but Quebec, that area, I feel like I'm being pulled there. I want to say, but this may come in somewhere else because all of a sudden Dublin, Ireland pops up in my mind also. So I may be getting some connection to both places or two different connections. I want to say as well. Oh, now I'm getting some cats. All right, so this is a whole other connection. I'll just keep putting it out there, and if you guys make sense to you, great. Um, but but I feel like there's somebody that's here that would have had 3 or 4 cats, or the person in the living has the cats, and I get the image of a dish breaking, like washing a dish and it falls and breaks for some reason. I want to say, and something about baking or cooking wants to come in also. Let me see who's coming through. So there's an older lady. I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but the name Teresa popped in, and I don't know if that's just saying this is your contact, Teresa, or if somebody named Teresa's on the other side for a friend. They were brothers, not mine. I picked them up this. All right, I don't know. Oh, he sends his love. He's 2-year-old cat laying next to me. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. All right, so what else? I have a feeling I'm starting to lose my energy a little bit. See if anybody else can take any. So, oh, good for you, Colleen. All right. All right. It sounds like a lot of these contacts are for healing elements. All right. Anybody else quickly? There's definitely something for Teresa. I feel like they're saying for Teresa, I'm not a doctor, sort of not to take this the wrong way, but I feel like they're saying, keep an eye on your heart. I don't feel like you're sick. I don't feel like there's anything serious or whatever, but that just popped in. That could be more on an emotional level also. I feel like they're acknowledging a young child that's really getting into music, playing things like triangle, tambourine, stuff like that. Um, yeah, and I know you have family members. I think you have young children in your extended family. I feel like that they're acknowledging that. I feel like mom and dad and brother are all here, I want to say, as well as some of the other people that I mentioned earlier. I feel like they're saying you don't have dementia. If you're getting a little bit forgetful, it's just that you're under a lot of stress. So not to really go there, I want to say, if that means anything. And then they put the word thin in my mind. I don't know if you've lost a couple of pounds, not in an unhealthy way. Um, but I feel like they're also talking about things getting resolved, with living situations or things getting under better control, I want to say. Um, and your first daughter passed. I'm so sorry to hear that. And you're Italian. Um, Miss Emily. All right. So for some reason, again, they're showing with the younger child in the living. I want to say playing, getting really into music. I want to say also, but I'm sure your daughter's here too, even if I don't get a direct connection with her. Um, Anything else? Okay, I feel like I'm winding down because it's getting harder, honestly, for me. So I think I'm gonna wind down. And again, anybody that was listening in, and I was speaking to somebody else, but it sounded a lot like it was for you. Uh, yeah, definitely, it probably was because that's how they work in these group sessions and everything. And thank you, everybody. And so what's coming up? Sharita's coming on live tomorrow. On Wednesday, I'm going to come live and lead a heart transmission, heart brain coherence exercise, which I've been doing lately. And we expand our heart frequencies, and then we connect with the collective and send a lot of love into the collective, where it's really, really needed so much. And I meant to say this earlier, but if you mention this, if you want to get a full session and mention holiday mediumships, Equinox mediumship, we'll give you 10% off. So I'll just put that out there also. And that's basically it. Next Sunday, because Doreen's in, she's going to lead a yoga session for us here on the channel. Does that the last Sunday of every month. So she's been a really wonderful addition to the Medium channel family. And you're all family. And like I said, when we do these live streams, this is a way to kind of hang out and everything like that. And also, we have an inner core group called Spirit Mind Family, my Patreon group. And I'm going to go from 1 to 2 live events every month where we can kind of talk about what's going on in current events. Because there's things that I'd love to say, on YouTube, but that video would get taken down if I said it. Just what I feel, what I believe, and what Spirit's giving me about what's going on in the world with the agendas and all that other stuff. So I can do that on Patreon because it's a private platform. So next Monday, a week from tomorrow, we're going to do a live event, and we'll dive deeper into Russia, Ukraine, coronavirus, and all the stuff that's going on in the world. So it's the basic level's $5 a month, totally no commitment or whatever. So I'll leave that information. Well, it's patreon.com. Well, if you go into Patreon, just look up Spirit Mind Family or patreon.com/Spirit Mind Family. And if it resonates with you and you want to be part of this group, that's kind of like our inner core group. It's also helping to support the channel. So I'd be very grateful for that also. And we're going to go up to 2 live events a month where we can have Q&As. And it's, by the way, it's Spirit Guide Month on the channel. So all the posts that I do and the videos and there's a monthly meditation. All this is free with the membership. It's considered a donation or a pledge on Patreon. But again, so I wanted to mention that because I keep forgetting to mention it. And how is that group going to grow if nobody knows about it, right? So anyway, just wanted to mention that as well. So I'm going to sign off, and thank you again, everybody. And we'll see you at the next video. Lots of love.